I could see him at Shasta. I could see him barely in his body. I could see his emotions rippling through him. I can see that because I'm open. And I can see his conflict. I can see all the games he has to play to be impressive. I can see the armor he's had to put on. I can see the grief he's been through. Okay? And I got a taste of it, just a tiny taste this morning when that photographer was in the subway. You know, I have a 4-year-old daughter. I mean, you know, I'm vulnerable. But there's something bigger, you know. So then, Benjamin Franklin. And then it was like, this gets even more weird for you guys. I knew him. I knew Benjamin Franklin. Because when I was young, there was, I don't know which bill it was some dollar bill or $5 bill, $10 bill, something, shows the Constitutional Convention. I can't remember which one. Maybe there isn't one anymore.
$2.
What is it?
The $2.
The $2 one?
From 1934.
I looked at that picture of the Constitutional Convention and I was there. I said, the room was filled with light. I was there. I saw it. I was there in the room and it was filled with light. It was filled with other beings. I saw it. I felt it. I was there. So I figured out Benjamin Franklin. I go, wow, oh my goodness. This, before Gandhi was Gandhi, another incarnation was Thomas Jefferson. And Thomas Jefferson and Ben Franklin were close. So close that when Franklin left France, Thomas Jefferson replaced him. That's who Franklin trusted with that responsibility. They were close. My memory of Yogananda from my last life is Yogananda was the most beautiful person I'd ever met. I still have that feeling. And I'm not that connected with Stephen now. Stephen has a lot of layers of armor and suspicions and responsibilities that keep him from me. And I can see that and I understand that. But my understanding is this is what happened. Okay? This is Ray's perspective, okay? After Gandhi was killed, he went to Yogananda in LA. I had a life there. That child died at the age of 2 years old. I went back to Yogananda. There was a big conference, and it was decided, Yogananda, you need to leave the body now. There's too much shit happening here in the United States. You know, you need a new start now. You've done your job. You've had a great mission here. You've been unbelievable. You're great. It's time to move on. Yogananda drops his body on stage. He tells his people, today's a big day, today's a big day. And he drops his body on stage in 1952. Okay, so...
We're not in the style of stage.
What that means.
It's a style of
He was a very famous guru. He was often lecturing. And he was 54 years old, and I believe. So what happened there was I was part of that group that said it's time for you a new life for you. I incarnated in LA, and my parents were social activists, heavy duty, and my father was some kind of genius. But I said to you, everyone's a genius. Stephen went on to Florida. His uncle was involved with the Moon Project. I have this deep connection with Stephen. I'm sharing all this with you so you understand how many dimensions are involved here. There's a whole movement, a tide for humanity. And Stephen is saying something was hijacked, that J.P. Morgan had the opportunity to back free energy type devices and chose not to. He was corrupted by this greed from this cheap oil, from all this wealth. This wealth created people who are crazy, you know. It created these people. What's the significance of all this? I would like you to see Stephen as more than just a doctor, more than just what he is. He's something very deep and very good. That's how I would like you to see him. And our job right now is to support the truth movement, but to start supporting the controllers in their transition away from the need to control. This is a big contemplation, okay? But instead of attacking them as monsters, we have to kind of feel sorry for them. They need help, okay? They don't want to be in the position they're in, and they're hating it. It's getting, the noose is starting to tighten around their necks, and they don't like it. And we have to loosen up the noose and say, listen, come clean, join us, be a part of this tide of goodness. Let's turn this around on the planet. I also want to say that humanity is not ready for free energy devices. Morally, we're not ready. Morally, I hate to say it, we need to be kicked in the butt to learn our lessons. And a lot of people are going to need to experience pain for them to realize that what we were doing before really was unsustainable. It really was. And wasteful. Yeah.
I don't know how true this is. I just heard this once somewhere, that the reason they went and they stopped the free energy, we think it's because, the world, blah, blah, blah. They said no, because they were afraid some of the bad countries could get it. My girlfriend says, Tom Steele says that these bad countries will already have a scale.
Did everyone understand that? In other words, it was dangerous technology in the wrong hands. And that is a wise call, isn't it? That is a wise call. So if that's true, then they're waiting for themselves to get to the same level too, aren't they? If they don't think the world's ready for this level of responsibility, that means they're waiting also to get to this level of responsibility. And we are to encourage that. Okay. I've made my points. The one thing I didn't make yet, I did mention that everyone should be prepared for supply disruptions, and that's for real. That means every week put away some food in rat-proof containers. There's going to be hungry children in your lifetime who are going to want it. Sugar never spoils. Powdered milk, great thing for kids. There's lots of grains they store a long time. Just have it. Drinking water, ways to purify water, extra medicines if you need medicines. Be prepared. You're not going to, when everyone runs to the bank, and it's going to happen, and says, give me my money, and the bank says, sorry, you're not going to be the first person on the street, with your hand out. You're going to be someone giving. That's what you want. Okay?
What happens after that? I mean, that
we're going to, I'll talk about the future. In the future, we're going to be connected with the internet.
With what?
With the internet. Transportation, though, is not going to be for basic supplies. Transportation is going to be for people on pilgrimage. And because basic supplies, it's going to get local again. It's going to get regional. We're not going to waste money transporting things when we can grow our own nearby. So we will. There's going to be a huge movement. There's a few things about Obama that I can say is okay. And him growing a garden at the White House, that was cool. Because that's where we're headed. But the other thing is, and Stephen's right, high tech is here to stay. High tech is here to stay. But it's not wasteful high tech. The most important high tech is communication. To keep all these kids talking so that there's no enemies, there's no borders, so that we have love in this world. High tech is very important. There's lots of issues on this we could go toward. I want to end this before my throat ends. We will have I'm taking everyone to dinner who wants to come. Then I get to listen to you. You're my elders. And we can meet next week if you want. I'm going to end this with a song. I'll say the words, I gave it away. The words go like this. What's it all about? Is it just for the moment we live? What's it all about when you sort it all out? Are we meant to take more than we give? Or are we meant to be kind? And if only fools are kind, is it wise to be cruel? If only the strong are to live, what about the golden rule?
What about what?
The golden rule. So the song goes, I enjoy singing, but this is going to be difficult. Excuse me. So the song goes, what's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? What's it all about when you sort it out, Alfie? Are we meant to take more than we give? Or are we meant to be kind, Alfie? I won't continue, my throat's shot. I'm actually an okay singer. This song is dedicated to the agents who are following me, and I befriend you. You don't have to spend a lot of money tracking me. You can just come talk to me. I'm available as a consultant and a spiritual friend, and I am very sure I will be needed. And the things I said about my past are actually the truth, and I hope I can be of service. Thank you.
Bravo. Bravo.